Number 2 guest interview, where we are talking about what is coming this Thursday. That is December the 8th. It is called A Taste of Social, which is the lead up to our live event in Los Angeles. We're going to talk a little bit about both, but this guest is a guest I have actually never met before. So I am most excited to interview and talk with Rachel. She comes from Northern California. She is doing some amazing things on social. Rachel, let's talk a little bit about, tease what you're going to talk about and share with the audience on Thursday.
Awesome. Cool. Well, thank you for having me. I'm excited for Thursday. It's going to be lots of fun. I'm going to be doing it around nap times and changing diapers and handling this, which is going to be coming out any second now. Unless I'm in labor, I'll be there. So I started my business door knocking and doing open houses. I was knocking 200 doors a week, doing 3 open houses a week. Didn't sell any homes the first 4 months, but was able to sell 39 homes my first year in real estate, then 109, 123 the next year. I hit top 1,000 agents in the country my 3rd year, still have that today, 10 years later. I will tell you though, like I love the belly to belly conversation. Like that's why I think I like the open houses and all that so much. However, what I learned was if I was effectively having like the right message through social media, I could talk to thousands with the click of a mouse. But it was like, what was my message going to be? How was I going to make myself stand out from the competition? So I was 26 when I got into real estate and everybody was like, you guys are like used car salesmen. You're slimy. And I was like, why do they think that of us? Right? Like, and I realized it was because so many realtors were like what they could get, how much money they could make. So I decided that I was going to really learn how to dominate social media, but add value every single time I got on. And reality is like people are either doing one of 2 things on social media. They're either educating you or they're entertaining you. Educating or entertaining. And so for me, I was like, I want my platform to be a balance of both. So on Thursday, I'm going to be talking to you about like my social media business model. So I run 4 different businesses through social media. Real estate's a 7-figure business for us, but I also have a coaching company, a speaking company, like all the things, sell hair care, you name it. I've done it. However, I am going to walk you through the model, like how to post, when to post, beating the algorithm. I'm going to give you like a content calendar so you know what you should be posting. I'm going to teach you about like specific examples of things that I've done that equals referrals. Because for me, and on Thursday, what we're going to talk about is 2 types of referrals. 1, client and community referrals, the local, making you the local real estate expert, but then 2, agent to agent. Like, how can you be the realtor that all agents around the country are like, oh, I need a girl in Northern California. It's Rachel, or North Carolina or Utah, or wherever you're located. On Thursday, what I'm really going to focus on is teaching you how to build your business. And the other piece we're going to focus on a bit is like the comparison. Like social media can be this beautiful thing that adds tons of value to you and makes you feel empowered. And it also can like suck the life out of you and make you question everything you're doing. So I'm going to give you some really healthy tools to set some boundaries around that. Because I think that especially as like a woman for me and as mama and all the things, like there's just so much judgment out there. I'm going to teach you how to like truly embrace the season that you're in, and then your business will grow because of it.
That was a mouthful. And the one thing that, well, there's a lot that I took away from that, but the thing that stood out to me the most is that you heard what she just all said. Not only is she managing 4 different businesses and running big business and also executing at a high level on social. And the biggest objection we always get, I don't have time. I don't have time for that. And I already know how you're going to answer that, which is no, it's not about having the time. It's about making the time. And you just have to choose how important it is to you. And that is exactly why showing up on Thursday is going to be so critical for so many of you, because it's not just Rachel. You already know Rhett Harmon's coming. We've got Glenda Baker. We've got Zach Faust. We've got Ed Stulak. Tristan and I are going to do a session. It's going to be gold. And again, this is the lead up to the event in LA. And Rachel, we haven't talked, so you may not even know this, but the event that we're doing in LA was very intentional to not have real estate influencer speakers. So it's as you know, and you're Keller Williams, and if you hadn't noticed, if you're listening to this, all of our speakers on Thursday come from each different brokerage. There's not 2 from one. So we wanted to make sure it was very A, agnostic, and B, it covered all the bases, right? And so the key for us, what we've learned, what Tristan and I have learned as we continue to study social, is that if you really truly want to innovate your brand and your business, you can't just always be following the people that are doing it in the business, because then it's a lot of rinsing and repeating. It's very diluted. To really truly innovate, to learn how you can stand out and above, you have to learn from real dynamic social influencers doing it on a broader scale. And that's exactly what the speakers are in LA. It's London Lazarson, it's Austin Armstrong, it's Kenya Kelly, it's Gigi Robinson, it's Brendan Kane. These are some really big names in the social space, but some of us in the real estate world may not have heard of these people. And that's okay. But if you go check them out, you're going to quickly realize, holy crap, this is like on a whole nother level. And so it's really exciting. Rachel, we're honored to have you a part of Thursday. The fact that you are as far pregnant, I mean, that's actually the first time I've ever done an interview where somebody stood up and just smacked me in the face.
What are you talking about? This little thing? I know. Well, it is crazy too, because like we have a 3-year-old, an 11-month-old, and then I'm due it next month. So it's like, it's bananas, but at the same time, like what in life that's good isn't, you know? And what's so cool about it is like, I think too, and one of the things we'll talk about Thursday is people feel like they have to like have the perfect life, the perfect car, the perfect job, the perfect, like I show up on social media for my listing appointments, but in my stories, I'm like, listen, ladies, it's all dry shampoo up in here. Like I can look presentable, but like in what's fun about social media is you get to show who you really are. And you don't have to have this image of perfection, because people work with people they like, and they like you, and they like everybody watching this, but they want to know who you are. And it's about adding the value, and people work with people they like. And so that's really what we're going to dig into.
That is fantastic. I'm excited. I'm excited for Thursday. I'm excited for LA. And the last thing I will leave you with for LA too is the event structure is actually going to be a little bit different. You're used to going to an event. You're used to speaker going on stage, speaking for an hour or so, next speaker, and then it's just a kind of a round robin. What we're actually doing is the day-and-a-half event. It's January 23rd and 24th in LA. And what it is when you think about that, only 5 speakers over a day and a half. Like, how are you spreading this out? The answer is each speaker is going to have in 1 hour, either speaking, fireside chat, whatever. They're going to have 1 hour. While they're speaking, we're going to be giving out a text code to the audience so they can text in their questions. After that hour, Tristan and I are going to go back on stage, and we're going to be actually answering the questions, fielding the questions. So it's not a raise your hand type of thing, because most bigger events, you don't get the opportunity to ask questions. And then after that 30 minutes, the next 30 minutes, so this is a 2-hour window for each speaker, is going to be a backstage pass VIP session. So anybody who buys the VIP ticket or is a VIP, that includes people like Rachel, who also, if she can come, and it might be a long shot with baby in tow, but some of these speakers on Thursday will be there. They'll also be backstage. And so for a VIPer, you're going to get that opportunity to not only ask the questions, but then go backstage and have one-on-one time with these people. So it's a very unique layout of the event, and we're really excited for it. And so again, thank you for doing this today. Thank you for doing this on Thursday. I can't wait to dive deep with you. And I think this is going to be the beginning of many more conversations between Rachel and Drunk on Social.
I love it. I'm excited. We'll see everybody Thursday.
Alrighty.